Hello, I'm Sonia Kalaiselvam and this is Kini News. I don't give a damn. That's what former Malaysian ambassador to the US, Nazri Aziz, had to say about critics slamming his viral photo with the Make America Great Again poster.
Former Malaysian ambassador to the United States, Nazri Aziz, has again defended himself over a viral photograph of him holding a Make America Great Again or MAGA poster. Speaking to Malaysiakini, he insisted that the image taken at a Trump victory rally where he attended with his wife last month had no diplomatic impact. Nazri, who recently completed his 2-year tenure, said Americans welcome foreigners supporting the idea of making their country great. He clarified that he never declared support for Trump and stressed that he doesn't give a damn about the social media criticism against him. Nazri also stated that his priority as ambassador was not to upset the US and that Malaysian critics did not concern him. Previously, the Vibes reported that he received the MAGA placard and took a photo as a keepsake from the rally. Since his election as the 47th US president, Trump has made controversial decisions, particularly on immigration and the war in Gaza. Malaysia has strongly objected to Trump's remarks on Gaza, with Foreign Minister Muhammad Hassan calling his resettlement proposal beyond sane thought.
Is Tengku Zafrul about to swap Umno for PKR or Malaysia for Washington? Tengku Zafrul's name is making waves, but he says it's business as usual for now.
Investment, Trade and Industry Minister Tengku Zafrul Aziz says any decision on his party membership will first be discussed with UMNO President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi. He insists that no official announcements will be made until after their talks. This comes amid speculation that Zafrul might leave UMNO following reports that he was invited to join PKR months ago. Questions over his political future have been swirling, with claims that his position in UMNO is uncertain. Meanwhile, Zafrul is also being floated as a possible candidate for Malaysia's next ambassador to the US once his term as senator ends in December. He acknowledges being aware of the reports but says any decision on the matter is up to the Prime Minister. For now, he says his priority remains his ministerial duties, especially with Malaysia chairing ASEAN this year. The conversation around his future was reignited after former MP Ong Kian Ming suggested 5 names for the US ambassador role, including Zafrul and PKR's Nurul Izzah Anwar.
Rumours of a Sabah UMNO GRS team-up, Bong Mokhtar says it's not happening. The outspoken politician denies any talks of a political partnership, calling it pure speculation.
Sabah UMNO Chief Bong Mokhtar has denied receiving any suggestion from Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim for the party to collaborate with Gabungan Rakyat Sabah or GRS in the upcoming state election. Speaking to Sinar Harian, he reiterated that Sabah UMNO has consistently refused to work with GRS since leaving the state government. The Kinabatangan MP has been a vocal critic of the GRS administration headed by Haji G. Noor, previously calling it the most ineffective government in the state's history. Reports claim that 22 out of 25 Sabah UMNO division leaders oppose working with GRS, citing an alleged failure to honour an agreement made before the 2020 state election. The speculation comes amid claims that Anwar had proposed an electoral pact between BN, GRS and Pakatan Harapan, with each coalition contesting about 24 out of the 73 state seats. Bong reportedly opposed the idea, believing it would weaken Sabah UMNO, while UMNO President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi and Sabah UMNO Deputy Chief Abdul Rahman Dahlan were said to be open to discussions. However, Bong denied that any such meeting took place, rejecting any possibility of cooperation with GRS, which he accused of sidelining UMNO leaders and failing to allocate resources fairly.
A weekend shopping trip turned into a crime scene in Setia Alam, but should Malaysians be worried? Not at all, says Home Minister Zafrul who insists the authorities are handling the situation.
Saya nak bagi jaminan bahawa tahap kesiapsiagaan pasukan polis berada pada tahap kompetensi yang terbaik. Ya. Sebab itu mana mungkin ketika insiden itu berlaku, profiling polis itu berlaku dengan pantas dan kita dah kenal pasti pun. Bukan saja kita kenal pasti suspek, kita kenal pasti rekod dia. Ada 8 jenayah lampau.
Yesterday, the media reported that a shooting incident occurred at a shopping mall in Setia Alam at 10:50 p.m., injuring a cleaning worker. Selangor Police Chief Hussein Omar Khan said the suspect involved in the shooting is believed to still be in the state, and efforts to track down the suspect are currently being intensified.
Moving on to the next story, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has touched down in Malaysia for a 2-day official visit, marking a key moment in Malaysia-Turkey relations.
Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has arrived in Malaysia to undertake a 2-day official visit to the country. Erdogan, accompanied by First Lady Emine, landed at the Bunga Raya complex of the Kuala Lumpur International Airport at 2:10 p.m. on Monday. The arrival was personally received by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and his wife Dr. Wan Aziza Wan Ismail. Also on hand to greet the Turkish leader were Defence Minister Muhammad Khalid Nordin and Foreign Minister Muhammad Hassan. Both leaders are expected to discuss the progress of Malaysia-Turkey ties, focusing on trade, defence, halal, energy, disaster management, health and technology. They will also exchange views on key regional and global issues, including Malaysia's ASEAN Chairmanship, Turkey's Antalya Diplomacy Forum 2025 and the Gaza ceasefire.
Think you can make a quick buck reselling your Ramadan Bazaar license? Think again. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim says those caught flipping their permits for profit will have them revoked immediately.
Dan saudara harus faham bahawa ini berlaku selama bertahun-tahun. Ya. Bukan saja di Kuala Lumpur, di hampir semua kota di negara kita. Jadi saya harap dengan pelaksanaan tegas di Kuala Lumpur, dia menjadi satu contoh. Contoh pelaksanaan yang baik. Tapi kena pastikan siapa yang dapat lesen, dia kerja. Kalau dia pindahkan lesen itu, batal segera serta-merta.
On January 23rd, Federal Territories Minister Dr. Zalia Mustafa announced that DBKL will take full control of Ramadan Bazaar license applications and site management in Kuala Lumpur. The move aims to ensure fair rental prices and better oversight. She revealed that some traders had paid middlemen up to 20,000 ringgit for a stall, only to be left empty-handed.
And that's all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to Malaysiakini.com. I'm Sonia Kaliselvam. Thanks for watching.